Social Security Administration. How can I help you today?
Yes, I'm trying to return a call, but you disconnected. Very loud over there. What's going on there?
Okay. Is it too loud here?
Oh, now I can hear you okay.
Okay. Firstly,
Before it was very loud.
okay. All right. Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, I just saw this number on the caller ID, so I was calling to see what it was.
This is the Social Security Administration. May I know who am I speaking with?
Oh my. Yes, this is Kenneth Rockwell.
And can you tell me when you received this call from our department?
Well, I was watching Bonanza earlier, and I think that's when I got the call. It was about an hour and a half ago.
I'm sorry?
It was about an hour and a half ago. I was sitting and watching Bonanza and fell asleep.
Okay. Well, this is Officer Stacy Moore with you on the line with the badge number 73390. Could you please verify me with your Social Security number so I can pull up the records and give you the purpose of this call?
Yes. Do you want the last four? Or
I need the entire
do
Social
I need to
Security
give?
number so I can pull up the record, and then I can give you an update of the call that you received.
Oh. Okay. I remember my last four, but I always have to come back to my car to get the other numbers. Let me grab that out of my
Okay, just let me know once.
filing cabinet. Okay. Keep everything in the filing cabinet.
That's really good.
So I don't. Absolutely.
Are you under a medical surveillance?
Well, I have that life alert button where you can push the button if you're in trouble and the ambulance will come. Is that what you mean?
Yes, sir.
Important security message.
Yes, and I have the life alert. If I were to fall over or get hurt, I just push a button and then help is on its way. They send the ambulance
To unlock
and
the computer, please call
police.
support immediately.
So it's a wonderful thing.
Shut down or restart your computer.
I guess I'm on supervision
and identity theft.
because
The
it
computer
has a
lock is aimed to
GPS
stop
on
illegal
it. So
activity.
even if I'm
Please call our
out in
support immediately.
Florida or California,
Important
I
security
can push the
message.
button and
Your
they'll
computer has
send the
been locked
local
up.
police and fire
Your IP
department
address
no
was
matter
used
where
without
I
your
am.
knowledge or consent to visit websites that
wonderful.
contains identity theft virus. To unlock the computer,
So
please
that's
call
what I like
support
to use.
immediately. Please
So
do
yes,
not attempt
I'm
to
under
shut
medical
down or restart your
supervision.
computer. Doing that may lead to data loss and identity theft. The computer lock is aimed
Are
to
you
stop
still
illegal
there?
activity. Please call our support immediately.
I'm here. Just give me a moment.
Important security message.
Okay.
Your computer has been locked up. Your IP address was used without your knowledge or consent to visit websites that contains identity theft virus. To unlock the computer, please call support immediately.
Great.
Please do not attempt to shut down or restart your computer. Doing that may lead to data loss and identity theft. The computer lock is aimed to stop illegal activity. Please call our support immediately. Important security message. Your computer has been locked up. Your IP
Yes,
address
there we
was
go.
used without your knowledge or consent to visit websites that contains identity theft virus. To unlock the computer, please call
How's your
support immediately.
mother?
Please do not attempt to shut down or restart your computer. Doing that may lead to data loss and identity theft. The computer lock is aimed to stop illegal activity. Please call our support immediately. Important security message. Your computer
Are you
has
here
been
with
locked
me?
up. Your IP address
Yes,
is
I'm here. I have my social card.
Could you just go ahead and help me out with your socials?
Yes, that'll be 222 18 0411.
It's 22.
222 18 0411.
Can you read out for me your social security number?
And what would your date of birth be?
Yes, April 24th, 1947.
All right. Just give me a moment.
Okay, take your time.
The reason we have tried to reach out to you is to inform you about the legal proceedings that are being initiated against you. This is because your name and the social security number, it's been associated with fraudulent activities, and we have received court orders to go ahead and suspend your social security number. So are you aware about the situation?
No, I haven't heard a thing. This is troubling. Is it North Korea?
Sorry?
Is it North Korea? I was in the Korean War, you see. And Korea's been up to a lot of bad things over the years. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of them.
Well, your social security card was used for fraudulent activities in the state of Texas.
Oh my.
There was a car that was rented in your name, which was rented using your personal information. And along with this car contained some drug and blood residues. And further investigation revealed the address that was mentioned with the car. It was 7609 Crescent Avenue, El Paso, Texas. Now, this property in the city of El Paso had raided by the U.S. Marshals, and they have found 5 pounds of cocaine along with financial documents that had bank statements from 5 to 6 different banks, such as Chase, Bank of America, U.S., Wells Fargo. And these bank accounts were opened in your name using your social security number and was used to launder thousands of dollars locally and internationally. And since the vehicle, the bank accounts, and everything that we have found were under your personal information, the Social Security, along with the Drug Enforcement, has filed a case against you for drug trafficking and money laundering. So, do you have any questions for me at this point?
Well, it's been years since I've been out to El Paso. I used to go there, and I fell in love with a Mexican girl out there, and I'd go out to Rosa's Cantina, listen to the music, but it's been a long time since I've been to El Paso, so I don't know what kind of drugs were in this.
Sound in the background.
What sound? I don't hear a thing. I heard people talking in the background earlier, but it was over in your call center, I think. What do you hear?
This is an office. It's not a call center. I mean, there are 3-4 of us officers who are trying to clear case files and stuff. But yeah, now we found 4 to 5 pounds of cocaine along with financial documents that had your name and your information over it.
Oh my. I'm wondering if
to go ahead and initiate all these legal proceedings against you. We try to run a detailed background check on you, and we realized that you've never been associated to anything suspicious like this in the past. And this was the only reason we tried to reach out to you instead of directly proceeding with any further process. Well, Kenneth, could you confirm me if you have ever faced any issues related to identity theft in the past? Or do you have reasons to believe that your sensitive information may have been compromised?
Well, one time I applied for a loan, but it was a shady website, and then I started getting spammed with all these emails and text messages nonstop, and I had to change my number and my email. So I wonder if they're selling my social number, 'cause I entered it on there.
Okay. Apart from that, have they given you any information for maybe online shopping or applying jobs or anything like this?
Well, I occasionally would shop on eBay, but I'm pretty sure they're a pretty reputable company. They've been around since the 90s. But you never know. I've heard of people's computers getting hacked.
Also, with this, Kenneth, could you tell me your current mailing address? Now, we have an address of Texas, and you say that you're not aware about the address that is located in Texas. So if we need to send you some sort of documentations, where are we supposed to send it to you?
Well, I haven't been to El Paso in years, but I live in Texas. I live in Austin, Texas, honey. So I just don't. I mean, like I said, I went out to El Paso long ago, but a woman there broke my heart, and I haven't been there since. You know, I had to fight for the love, but she was stolen from me. And ever since, I can't see myself going back to El Paso. It just brings back too many.
What would your current mailing address be?
I live in Texas still.
So could you help me out with your current mailing address so I can, send you some documentation, some black and white papers?
Yes, you want the address?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I do have a second property out in Alaska too. Do I need to give you that one?
I need the one where you are staying right now.
Okay. Yes, I'll give you my Austin, Texas. You see, 'cause during the summer, I like to live in Alaska, except this year I couldn't go out to Alaska because of the corona, and it restricted my travel. So I had to stay here in Austin, and it's been hot.
Kenneth, can you tell me where are you right now? In what location are you? Are you still in Austin, Texas?
Yes, I'm still out here in Austin, and it's hotter than Hades. So I'm at 503
with
San Jose.
Austin, Texas. Okay, it's 503?
Yes. Yes, 503 San Jose Street, Austin, Texas.
For me?
Yeah, the street, yes. SAN space JOSE Street, ST. That's Austin, AUSTIN,
I've got
Texas, 78753. 78753.
Thank you. Well,
You're welcome.
findings of the background check and based on what you are speaking with me on this recorded lines, we are willing to consider the possibilities that your name and socials may have been compromised and you may not be the one who is directly involved to these criminal activities. Now, since you stated on this recorded line that you are not the one who was directly involved to these activities, are you willing to work with the Social Security along with the Drug Enforcement Agency in this investigation?
Absolutely. I stand by my law enforcement, and we need to find those goons that are using my information. And they need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I won't stand by that. So anything you need, dear, we can do this. You know, I must,
I'm sorry. So right now,
I
are you
must ask.
alone or do you stay with someone?
Well, my grandson does stay with me. He's not home at the moment, though. See, him and his wife got divorced. I think he went shopping, but him and his wife got a divorce, or they're going to get a divorce, and she threw him out of the house. And my daughter and my son-in-law don't want to have anything to do with it. So he's staying with me now. But I sent him off.
Grandson can be. Could you suspect your grandson for doing all this to you?
Oh, I don't know. He's been in trouble in the past, which is why his parents don't want to have anything to do with him, but he's never done me any wrong. I'd hate to think that he would do something like that to me. I've always been there to help him. But
Right now,
possibly...
it's an ongoing investigation, so I would like it if you would keep this information completely confidential, because we still don't know who these imposters are. So it can be anyone, your family, your friend, your coworkers, and if they come to know that the police is investigating on this case, then they'll try to run away from the situation, because of which you can fall into problem. So, I'd like to tell you that make sure that you do not disclose this information to any third person, be it your family, your friend, or your colleagues, workers, anybody, okay?
Oh my, that is true. I've watched a lot of forensic files and unsolved mysteries, and yes, if the perpetrator catches wind that he's being investigated, they cover their tracks.
So how often?
I know what you mean. Not too often. I usually stick to each state I'm in. For example, when I'm in Arizona, sometimes I travel there because my niece lives out there. I'll stay there for a couple weeks, but when I'm living in my Alaska, I'll stay there for the duration of the season until it starts to get really cold again. Because Alaska is beautiful during the summer. It's like a tropical paradise where I live. But it does get cold once the winter hits there. And then when it's winter time, I go back to Texas because it's warm all year round pretty much. Just the right temperature during the winter.
Okay. Now, apart from this, I need to ask you, do you own any sort of vehicle under your personal possession? Like any car or a truck or anything like this?
Well, yes, I still own vehicles. The DMV, the driver's license division, they haven't been trusting my driving since I had my last eye test. And so they took my license, which is another reason why I have my grandson living with me, because he's basically my chauffeur. He'll drive me around, and I'm planning on signing the cars over into his name since I can't legally drive them anymore. But sometimes I have him take me to the back roads where there's no one driving and into the dirt roads, and he lets me drive still for old time's sakes. Because I love driving still. I love my cars.
Which car you have under your possession?
Yes, I have a few classics. I have a 1973 Ford Mustang. And then I have a 1960... Okay.
All right, apart from that?
Yes, and then a 1965 Thunderbird. And then getting into my newer vehicles, I have a 1993 Geo Metro. I got that to save on gas. And then my newest vehicle is a 2010 Kia Sonata.
Okay, and they are all these four vehicles are under your personal information, like under your socials and your ID.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, all
Kia,
right. And
Kia is in Alaska. I use that in Alaska. And then the other three vehicles are out here in Texas.
all right, now as we can see that there are a couple of bank accounts that have been opened under your possession. So could you tell me the actual one which you are holding under your personal information? Like which are the financial
Yes.
institutions that you are banking with?
Well, I use First Bank of Austin, but then I also Maze Bank, so I have two banks, each with a checking and a savings.
All right. Apart from this, do you bank with any banks?
No, those are the only two that I have.
Do you own any kind of what would be the rough figure of the available balance in your first bank savings? Like
The
a rough
first,
figure?
my First Bank of Austin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see. I've got my shortcut for that. I just started using the online banking. It lets you show your balance right away instead of using the mail statements or calling. So my savings in my First Bank Austin, I've got $4,190.19.
And the checking account?
Oh, my checking account? Yes, I've got $2,637.53.
Great. And what about your MACE?
Yes. Let me move over. I got that on my
It
shortcut
may not
too.
be accurate, but then it can be a rough figure.
Oh, okay, yes. So in my May savings account, I've got $12,375 roughly.
Okay. And the check-in?
And then in the checking, I've got about 3,500, give or take.
Okay, and do you have any sort of medical insurance under your name?
Oh, yes, I use Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay.
Yes, that's my insurance.
All
They're
right.
pretty good. I like them.
And any sort of investment like CDs or stocks?
Oh, stocks, yes. You see, I bought, and people tell me it was a smart move, but see, in 1996, when Amazon was first started, when they only sold books, I bought a lot of the stock of Amazon. And now Amazon is one of the biggest things in the world. I'm amazed. So yes, I own some Amazon stocks, and they're quite generous now compared to when I bought them in 96.
Okay. See, based on the findings of all this background check and based on what you're speaking, what I feel that this can be a matter of identity theft. This is in fact. So what I can do for you is, the least I can do for you is, I can go ahead and transfer this call to the senior officer who is in charge in your case file, and I believe he can be the right person to do something in this situation, and he can give you an he can give you a way out. He can help you out to give you a way out of the situation, to get yourself out of the situation. So could you just stay with me on the line for a moment?
Yes, I'll be here.
Yeah, just keep a piece of paper and pen ready with you so that, you can make a note of the case details and the other updates what the officer gives you, okay?
Absolutely. I'm grabbing my sticky notes here.
Sure, that's perfect.
Wonderful.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Hey, quiet down. Yes, sir, can you hear me? I'm sorry, someone just rang the
Yes,
doorbell.
yes, how are you?
Going on. Okay. Silence.
Well,
Hey.
Mr. Kenneth, can you please silence your dog?
Settle down. Come here.
Yeah, that's my...
Quiet down. Okay. Yes. Are you there, sir?
Yes, Mr. Kenneth, well, this is Officer Calvin Rogers from the DEA, Drugs Enforcement Administration. How are you doing today, sir?
Well, I'm doing okay, except I'm a little bit troubled with that Stacy told me about my social security number.
Okay. So, Mr. Kenneth, well, I believe the officer from the representative Social Security Administration has provided you with all the information regarding about the fraudulent activities happening under your name in the state of Texas. Am I correct?
Yes. It's very, very strange, and I never thought anything like this could happen to me. You hear about it all the time. People being victimized by identity theft. I never once thought it would be to me.
Yeah, Mr. Kenneth, well, I do know that you were unaware about the situation that was going wrong under your name, okay? So,
yes,
Mr. Kenneth, well, see.
Quite a surprise this morning.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I said it was quite a surprise this morning.
Okay.
To hear this.
So, not a problem, Mr. Kenneth. Well, see, I will give my level best so that I can guide you and resolve this matter, okay?
Okay, yes, guide me. Because I want to catch these crooks. And I have an earful to give them myself.
Okay, do not worry, Mr. Kenneth. Well, I will guide you like I told you, okay?
Okay, wonderful.
Perfect. So, Mr. Kenneth, well, let me inform you that your very line has been transferred to me at this point of time so that you can go ahead and resolve this matter. And moreover, Mr. Kenneth, well, I'm afraid to tell you, but right now at this point of time, with the federal department, we have received a notification from the federal courthouse that within 2 hours, we need to quickly go ahead and freeze down all the accounts and the assets linked with your social security number. So, before we freeze down the accounts and the assets linked with your social security number, Mr. Kenneth, well, what you're going to do is that you will need to stay connected with me through this entire process so that I can guide you step by step. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. My phone is fully charged. It usually gets about a good 4 hours of talk time. It's a nice phone.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Kenneth, well, getting straight to the point, as you know that your line has been transferred to resolve this matter, and moreover, over this recording line, we will be staying connected. And this entire process, it will be recorded, because moreover, we are going to play this recording line in the federal courthouse as an evidence in favor of you to prove you're innocent, that you are not trying to run away from the situation, and rather you are giving your level best in order to go ahead and rectify this mistake. Am I clear?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay. So, Mr. Kenneth, and let me quickly tell you that right now this case is all about an identity theft, okay? It's all about an identity theft. Someone is trying to use your identity in order to commit a fraud with the US government. And right now, according to the system that I see, it seems like the imposter, whoever tried to use your identity, it seems they have linked your social security number with more than 20 accounts, okay?
I'm Granddad.
Oh
Are you
my.
Let me also tell you that recently a huge amount of dollars, okay? Recently a huge amount of dollars has been
Hold on, son.
wired. Hmm.
But it's your driving time, Granddad. You know nobody's on the streets at lunchtime, so you'll be able to drive.
Well, I don't know that I need to drive anywhere yet, and I'm sorry. My grandson just got back, and he's my chauffeur. He drives me where I need to go. Because the driver's license division, they didn't trust my last eye test, so they took my license away.
Okay, so you have an eye problem, right?
Yes, I couldn't quite read the letters they made me look at this last year, and so they didn't trust my eye test, and they said, Mr. Rockwell, it's been a long time that you've been driving, but it's time that
Don't lie to them.
we take
You're
your
blind.
license.
You're blind. Don't lie to them.
Okay. All right. Well, I do understand your situation, and I'm really sorry for whatever has happened to you. Okay.
Well, it's just age, son, and my vision isn't what it used to be.
It's not from your age. It's
Well,
from
getting
the...
straight to the point, Mr. Kenneth. Well, right now, with the government, we will guide you so that you can resolve this matter and secure all the true assets under your name. But first of all, in order for us to go ahead and secure the true assets under your name, you will need to cooperate with me by informing me, like, how many checking accounts do you have under your name?
Yes, I was telling Stacy I have 2 checking accounts. One through First Bank of Austin, and then my Maze Bank account.
Okay. All right. And do you have any savings account?
Yes, I do have the savings as well. In both, I have a savings in my.
Okay.
I have a savings.
All right. So you mean to say that you have like 2 checking account and you have 2 savings account? Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. And besides your personal account, do you have any other account, like any other account, like any investment account, any mortgage account, any loan account?
Well, I was telling Stacy back in 1996 when Amazon were books, I bought up stocks for Amazon, and I had no idea they would be where they are today. So I have a lot in my Amazon stocks.
Okay, so
It blew up.
investment account,
They
right?
sell everything under the sun. Yes, it's in my stocks. I hold about 250 shares of Amazon. Actually, I think a little more. It's been a long time since I've looked. I just let them sit. I haven't sold any, especially during when the stock market crashed. I sailed through and I just kept them in. Now the stock market's getting back up.
Granddad, I think you forgot about our joint checking account.
Okay, not a problem. Well, I really appreciate for the information. So now, Mr. Kenneth, well, now you can tell me, like, you have already verified some of the information to the officer, but I'm making sure to re-verify the information so that we can make sure that everything is in correct place, okay? We need to link each and every information into a new documentation, and we need to make sure that everything is in correct place, okay?
You forget about our joint checking account? You know, the one with the $50,000 in it?
Oh my. Well, I forgot. See, I have a trust account for my grandson. I forgot to mention, and see,
Okay, so it's under your grandson's name. Am I correct?
well, it's under mine and his. You see, he's my great grandson.
Yeah, he is your grandson. I understand that, but is that account a joint account or like a particular or an individual account?
Well, it is a joint account. He's the secondary. His father is.
Okay.
You see, his father got divorced. His wife threw him out of the house. And so they're living with me now. She doesn't want anything to do with the kid or him. And my son and daughter-in-law, they don't want anything to do with him because he's been in trouble before. So him and his son had no place to go. So now they're staying with me. He's a smart boy for his age.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate for all the information that you have just shared, okay?
Oh, you're very welcome, sir.
Are we still going to Disneyland?
Not a problem. See, I really appreciate the way you are working with me, okay? You are really cooperating with me. You are giving your level best so that you can sort out and at least try to resolve this matter. So I really appreciate for what you are doing, okay? But
thank you.
But
I appreciate you too,
not
sir.
a problem. Welcome. It's my pleasure. Okay, so coming back to the point, Mr. Kenneth, well, you have one checking account in the First Bank of Austin. So can you please tell me, right now, what is the current amount that you have in your checking account?
Yes, I've got. So in the savings, I've got $4,190.19. And then for the checking, I've got $2,657.53.
It's 2,000.
Brenda, can you close the truck?
The checking account is $2,150, right?
Yes, $2,697.53. That's the checking. Yes, we'll get the bucks here soon.
Okay, and what about the Mac Bank?
We have a pet fox, and he's a good boy. Sorry, what was that?
Okay. I'm asking you about the Mac Bank. You also have a checking account and a saving account in the Mac Bank. Mac Bank, am I correct?
Yes. Oh, yes. That one was $12,375 approximately. That was in the savings. And my checking has $6,500 roughly.
It's $3,500, right?
$6,500. And then the trust account for my little grandchild here, and we've got $50,000 saved up for him for his college. And I hope he does go to college. His dad didn't, but he's very smart, as you can tell. He knows a lot about my banks and everything. His age. Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kenneth. Well, I really appreciate for all the information that you have just verified to me over this recording line, and I will make sure that I will give my best in order for you to go ahead and resolve this matter. Okay. So, Mr. Kenneth, well, see, Mr. Kenneth, well, initially, let me remind you that after 2 hours, your account, it will be freezed, okay? So the main concern is that before your account gets freezed, you will need to go ahead and secure whatever funds that you have in your bank account, okay? Whatever funds that you have in your checking account and your saving account, you will need to go ahead and secure that within these 2 hours.
Oh, absolutely. How would I do that? Do I need to go down to the office, the social office?
No. You will need to drive down to your bank, okay? You will need to drive down to your bank in order to go ahead and withdraw the funds from your checking account and your saving account.
Okay.
And the reason, let me tell you, Mr. Kenneth, well, the reason why you are going to withdraw the funds from your checking and your saving, that is because you will need to secure whatever funds that you have in your bank account, okay? If you do not secure the funds that you have in your bank account, then you will not be able to access to your rightful amount once after your account gets freezed, okay?
I didn't
For
get
2 hours, your account will be freezed. Let me clarify, okay? Let me clarify first. See, we have 2 hours, okay? We have 2 hours before we freeze
2
the
hours.
account.
Oh my.
The main concern is that right now, what?
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my grandson was asking me a question. Sorry. But 2 hours, that's a short window of time. We need to act fast then.
Yes, so that is the reason, Mr. Kenneth. Well, you will need to get ready now, okay? First of all, you will need to keep the line open. Keep the line open, get dressed up, okay? Get dressed up or get ready. Carry a pen and a piece of paper handy with you. Carry your ID card and your grandson. Like normally, you don't drive anymore, right? Because of your visual problem.
Oh, I was telling Stacy though, sometimes I have my grandson take me back. He lets me.
Well, in that case, will it be possible for you that you can drive to the bank? Or it's not possible?
Well, I don't take the chance in the city because everybody knows me, all the police saw me. And they'd say, Kenneth, what are you doing behind the wheel? You're at that age where you can't drive anymore. And I'm afraid that if they catch me, they'll try and put me in a home.
They know you because of the lab.
Okay. So not a problem, well, see, not a problem. Like, I'm not forcing you, okay? I'm not forcing you to drive towards the store, okay? If you cannot drive, like, if it's not possible for you to drive, not a problem. You can let your grandson, okay? You can let your grandson take you to the bank, okay? You can let your grandson take you to the bank so that you can withdraw the funds.
I'm not your chauffeur. I'm your grandson.
You can do that, right? You can do that, right?
Yes.
Mr. Kenneth, do you...
Yes. Are you there?
Yes, I'm with you. So, Mr. Kenneth, well, what I'm saying is that your grandson, okay? Your grandson, it is possible for your grandson to take you to the bank, right? He will drive you to the bank, right?
Yes. So
in that case, you will need to keep the line open, okay? You will need to keep the line open so that I can guide you with the information while you drive towards your bank, okay? So now, get ready, okay? Get ready. Tell your grandson to take you to the bank, okay? And once after you get inside the car, just talk to me. I will guide you with all the information once after you get inside the car, okay? So now get ready, carry your cell phone, get inside the car, and then talk to me, okay?
I'm putting my duckers on now. I gotta go talk to my grandson because my great grandson just told me that his dad didn't want to take me. But I need to go talk to him.
Mr. Kenneth, see, you are not authorized to involve any third party. We are willing to let your grandson take you to the bank because he has some connection with you, okay? He has some connection with you, so that is the reason we are giving a permission so that you can take your grandson to the bank.
We don't need your permission.
So now, tell your grandson to take you to the bank so that you can withdraw the funds from your checking and your savings and secure the amount, okay?
Hey, son. I know you like to talk to me, but We need to get your dad up to go to the bank.
I'm
Hunter?
not driving you.
Mr. Kenneth, well, can you please go somewhere where we can have a private talk? Like, can you please go somewhere where we can be alone?
Yes, I'm just asking my grandson if we can get to the bank.
Okay, just go to your bedroom, okay? Just go to your bedroom and then we'll have a word. Go to your bedroom or else go somewhere where no one is around you.
Okay, hold on, Hunter. Get ready, son. We need to go to the bank.
I'm not going to the bank. Hi.
No, come on now. You don't need to be that
tomorrow.
way.
We could go tomorrow. It'll be alright.
This matter can't wait till tomorrow. We only have 2 hours. And then we could possibly lose all of our money.
Stop telling people that you're dying in 2 hours.
No, son, I'm not dying. It's a very important matter. I can't tell you too much, but if we don't act now, every one of my accounts could be suspended, including the trust fund for the little Jabari.
The only way I'm taking you out is if we go by the strip club first.
Oh my. I've been missing the strip club myself, but I want to be careful because it's still social distancing and the strippers look weird with those masks. I know. And they make you wear a mask too, and I don't like I can hardly breathe. My eyes hurt.
They don't make me wear it on my penis.
Well, I tell you what, son. You drive me to the bank. I'll buy you a 3-hour show. And you can even pick your favorite one.
You know Mom doesn't work there anymore.
Oh my. Well, it's a damn good thing she doesn't. I never liked that idea. But grab the keys, son. We need to get going. I gotta talk to this man real quick. Let me go. And I'm finishing my dockers here. We'll get those on the. Hey. You can even call your friend Tyrone. You can buy a little more of that wacky tobacco. Okay. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Kenneth? Hello, Mr. Kenneth?
Yes, I think I...
Hello, Mr. Kenneth, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
Hello?
so Mr. Kenneth, well, yeah, now tell me who is gonna drive you to the bank?
Well, my grandson Hunter's gonna drive me. I had to do a little negotiating, but I think that'll work out. So we're gonna be getting...
All right, but Mr. Kenneth, well, you make sure that try not to disclose each and every situation to your grandson, okay? Just tell him that I need to go to the bank because I will need to go ahead and do some personal work, okay? Don't tell him all the info, don't tell him all the cases because he might panic and the things might go wrong out of our hands. So that is the reason, be a normal person, okay? Just tell him to take you to the bank. Once after you reach the bank, I will guide you what you need to do inside the bank, okay? After you reach the parking lot of your bank, just be seated inside the car. I will guide you with the information, what you need to do inside the bank, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now I am holding this line for you, okay? I will hold this line for you. You can have a word with your grandson. Tell him to drive you to the bank, okay? And once after you reach the parking lot of the bank, just say hello to me, okay? Or else just get inside the car and then talk to me, okay?
Okay, wonderful.
All right. So now I will hold this line. You can take your time, get ready, carry your ID card, take a pen and a piece of paper handy with you, and then tell your grandson to take you to the bank. And once after you be here inside the car, just let me know. I will guide you with some slight information what you need to do. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. All right. I'm holding this line. Take your time.
I'm ready to go. I just need to get Hunter up.
Get in the fucking car, old man.
Okay, let me tie this shoe here and get on the road. Okay, so we're gonna go to the first house. Let's make sure they lock the house. I'll get tight. Oh, fine choice. Fine choice. Nope, those aren't right. Okay, yeah, those are right.
Hello, Mr. Kenneth.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Are you heading towards the bank?
Yes, we're getting in the car right now.
You are getting in the car, right?
Yes.
How far is the bank from your place?
Oh, it's about a 10-minute drive.
All right. Mr. Kenneth, well, in that case, see, I would like you to stop, okay? I would like you to stop what you're doing. Okay, just stay there. Let me have a word with the higher authorities to see whether they can get an approval of your registration, case, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Just hold on. Yeah, hold on. Do not move, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Do you know how fast she goes? Turn the AC on, son. 180.
No. The windows are down.
Oh my. Well, the car will go faster if it goes up.
No.
More aerodynamic.
All right, we're here, Granddad. Let's go in.
Oh.
Let's go in,
Hey,
Granddad.
What?
You got
Wait
the
a minute,
one?
This isn't... I got the what? Oh.
The one.
Hey. We were supposed to do this after that. Oh.
That's not what I told you. I told you before.
Oh my. Oh. I must have misheard you, but I guess a deal's a deal. Well, make it quick. I can't buy you the whole show. Okay. But the bank is just down the street, so we can hurry and... All right, let's go, I guess. I got plenty of
Yeah,
money.
Mr. Kenneth.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, Mr. Kenneth. Well, are you still inside the car, or like
Well, now we've
Granddad,
got the
hurry
car
up.
shut off. Oh my.
No, I'm asking you, where are you? Are you are you still inside the house, or like you have already get inside the car?
We already started driving. You see, as part of the deal that my grandson would take me to the. But he was under the impression that we were going to the club first, so he took us to the club. My grandson
Took you to
took
the
us
club?
to the club, and I told him that we'd do that after, because that was part of the deal. If he takes me to the bank, I take him to the club. Now he wants to go to the club first, as part of the deal, and that wasn't the deal. I said after the bank we'll go to the club.
Yes, exactly, sir. Tell your grandson to take you to the bank first, okay? Not to the bar.
Oh, we had.
Let him go to the bar. First of all, go to
We
the
had a
bank.
deal, Granddad. We had a deal.
Oh my!
I'm going in.
You misunderstood me. I said we're going to the bank, and then I'll take you to the club, and you can contact Tyrone for some of that wacky tobacco. Oh my! I guess. Kate, you can't have the full show. Son, he won't listen to me. He's taking me into the... He's hard to sway.
The bank's only 4 blocks away. You could walk if you want.
Oh, my hip hurts. I can't walk that far.
That sounds like an old man problem, not a hunter problem.
Well, buy yourself a short one, and we need to go. And no drinking. I'll be waiting here. Sir, can you hear me? Are you there, officer?
Why?
Oh, well. Sir?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Kenneth?
Yes. My grandson's...
Mr. Kenneth, well, are you inside the bar or like you're inside the car?
Well, I'm inside the club now. My grandson kind of just drove me in there. We left the kid at home, and he's playing World of Warcraft. So I hope he's gonna be okay.
Okay, Mr. Kenneth, well, see, get to the point, okay? Get to the point. Leave your grandson, okay? Leave your grandson over there. Just walk towards the, go back to your car, okay? Go back to your car. Sit inside the car, and then I'll give you some information.
Okay. I need to get the key back from him.
Yeah, get the key, okay? Go to the car, be seated inside the car, and then talk to me, okay? I'll give you some information that will come handy. So just get back to your car.
Okay, let me grab the keys back from... He's in there. He's in one of the showrooms. Hunter, I need the keys.
I'm not giving you the keys. The last time I gave you the keys, you drove off with the car.
No, I'm not going to drive anywhere this time. We said
how can I trust you? I can't trust you after the last time.
I need to speak with this gentleman, and it's a bit loud in here.
I don't even know who you're talking to. I'm not sure I can trust you. Maybe I should speak to the person. Maybe I should speak to this person. It's not one of those girls again you're giving all your money to, is it?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm not being catfished again, son. I learned my lesson, especially after watching that Dr. Phil episode. Hold on, let me see. Sir, he's not negotiating with me, and he wants to speak to you. I can't
I told
get the
you I
keys
don't
from him.
negotiate with terrorists.
Son, this isn't terrorists. This is very important. This is a matter of national security. Maybe, I don't know. At least when it comes to my banks. So, here, just give me the keys. I guess you can talk to him, though, real quick.
Hello? Who is this? Hey, Granddad, there ain't even anybody on this phone. Nobody's talking.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, hello? Who is this?
Yeah. Am I speaking to Mr. Kenneth?
No, Mr. Kenneth is not here. I'm Kenneth Jr.
Okay, and where is Mr. Kenneth?
He's trying to get the car keys from me, but he's not allowed to drive.
Okay, well, see. And can you please help me out with your first name and your last name?
Yeah. First name is Hunter, last name Mosley.
I'm sorry?
First name Hunter, last name Mosley.
Well, Mr. Hunter, can you please hand over the cell phone to Mr. Kenneth? I need to have a word with Mr. Kenneth, okay?
All right, here you go, Granddad.
Okay, hello?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Kenneth?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Kenneth. Okay, Mr. Kenneth,
Did you tell him to give me my keys?
Well, Mr. Kenneth, your grandson, he's so stubborn, okay? He's so stubborn, he don't know how to respect a person.
And sometimes he can be a little disrespectful, and it's one of the reasons.
It is so disrespectful of him, okay?
Yes. Hunter, shame on you.
Mr. Kenneth, Mr. Kenneth, well, please go somewhere aside, okay? Go somewhere aside where I can have a word with you in personal, okay?
All right.
Just leave your grandson, okay? Leave your grandson. Go somewhere where we can be alone.
Okay. Young lady, you show him a good time, and okay. Are you there, son?
Yeah, Mr. Kenneth?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Kenneth, now see, it seems like you are really willing to resolve this matter and you are willing to cooperate with me, but it seems the fate is not in our favor, okay? It seems the fate is not in our favor. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have a word with one of the senior authorities regarding about this case. Like, I'm going to have a word with one of the officers who might be able to help you, okay? Because it seems like I'm running out of patience, and it would be better if you have a word with someone who can help you. Okay, so
I understand.
Be there. Do not go inside the club. Okay, do not go inside the club. Just stay there. Let me quickly have a word with an officer, and I'll transfer your line right away. Okay, so that he might be able to help you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me move a little. There's a man in a cowboy outfit walking around shooting blanks in the air. He's trying to be a costume or something, but let me get out of there. Fine. Hey, that's a nice little get-up you have there.
Granddad, what's all the noise out here? Well, what's all the noise going on out here? Why are all the...
Man over there, he's shooting his gun in the air. Oh my.
Hello?
Hey, no, leave me alone. Hey. Stop it. Oh, come on. Can you hear me? I gotta get out of here. There's something going on. Hands on the ground! Oh my God.
Granddad, I was shot. I was shot.
Grandson, what are you doing?
The call has been transferred to Drug Enforcement Administration. This is the Senior Investigation Officer, Officer Miller, with the badge number 31861. How are you doing today?
Oh, there's an incident happening outside the club here. There's something going on. There's cops there. Yes, there's a crazy man in a cowboy suit.
Hello, could you repeat that?
There's a crazy man in a cowboy suit outside of the club.
So what happened? I guess you know about the case, and I guess you know we need to work on this.
Yes. We're taking cover. We're behind the dumpster. My grandson drove us here before we were going to the bank, and then help. Oh my goodness. Sir, what should I do? They've got the whole parking lot blocked off. They're having a standoff. We're still at the club. Hunter, let's get back in the club. It's too dangerous out here.
Okay, Granddad.
I'm sorry? Hello? See, right now it seems like your warrant has been released. I wanted to know what is your physical location?
Blocked away from the bank. My grandson went over here to the club because I told him.
Could you please turn down the volume?
We're back in the building now. Those are the sirens. It's chaos outside.
Hey, what?
There's a man outside, and he has a gun, and he's wearing a cowboy costume. And the police are having a standoff with him now. I thought he was just...
Seems like you were a culprit.
We need to get out of here, Hunter. Oh my goodness. They've got the National Guard on. Sir, I can't hear you. Did they blow the cell phone towers out?
Hello?
My goodness. Yes, hello? Is that you, Stacy? Is that Stacy? Stacy, dear, we're in a lot of trouble here. We're holed up inside of the club. It's chaos out there.
Hello?
Yes, are you there?
Do you want me to call you back later?
Yeah, that might be best because the whole parking lot is blocked off. The police are here, the National Guard. All hell broke loose.
You think we're
So we're hiding inside.
We're fools.
Yes, dear, if you can call me back.
You will be shouting for help if that is the scene. Don't think we're just working like this. We're not fools.
Oh, we're safe in the club. We've got Polynesian security guards, and they're big and strong, and I feel safe. They're from Samoa.
Right.
They're big and tough. They're very strong. But yes, honey, call me back, because we're gonna get out of here once the police